Welcome to our special segment featuring a hidden gem of Santa Barbara. I'm your host, Allie Edwards, and today we're going to check out a boutique vintage clothing and record store that is sure to captivate any retro enthusiast. Come on, let's go check it out. Funk Zone Vintage is a charming boutique store nestled in the heart of Santa Barbara, offering a curated selection of vintage clothing from different eras along with rare vinyl records. The store exudes a nostalgic ambiance that transports visitors back in time. Hi, Lisa Duncan, how's it going?
Good, happy
Nice
you're
to see
here.
you. I know, so excited. So tell me a little bit about your shop, Funk Zone Vintage, and how it got started.
Yeah, well, actually, we opened up last March, my husband Duncan and I and our partner Angela, and we knew that being here in the Funk Zone, vintage was the one thing missing, vintage and records. So that's how we got started.
So you're blending vintage fashion and vinyl, and so I was wondering what kind of people are coming into your store and what's resonating most with the Santa Barbara people today?
Well, as a Santa Barbara native, I'm seeing a lot of people that I grew up with, which is very cool. And then we are also seeing, because we are in the Funk Zone, tourists. So it could be people from all over the world to people from LA. And I really feel that as far as people who are walking in, it's multi-generational. They're having fun looking at everything, bringing back the good memories, sharing the stories with their kids, and everybody's able to take a little something home for their own selves. Yeah.
So everything here feels so curated. How do you choose what gets put on the racks and in the bins?
With vintage, you can only kind of find what people are selling. So I can't necessarily target what I want. You know, if I want Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon, because I don't have any, it's a matter of whether I can find it. So I find what, you know, there's trends and just keeping a really good selection so there's something for everybody.
Right, and how do you curate the clothing?
Well, for me, for my space, I want people to feel like they're visiting their cool auntie who, when she was younger, traveled around and was a dancer on stage in Broadway. And so I want them to feel very welcomed. They can touch everything and play dress up and find something that is their style or enhance something in them they didn't ever know they liked, because it's not something they would find in a regular store.
So before opening the shop, what was your relationship with vintage?
So when I grew up in England and my parents were into historical sites and antiques, so every other weekend we were, I'd say, dragged around as kids. There's more than one of us, and we'd go to castles and stately homes, and then we'd go into the town and we'd go to antique shops. And I was a little kid, but they always had stuff in the back that wasn't really antique. It was just the other stuff. So I'd always wander around to the back and find stuff. So ever since I was little, and then I just started buying vintage for myself as I became an adult.
Awesome. And how about you, Lisa?
Pretty similar with my nana, my aunties, and my mom. We would stop at yard sales, segundos, and I just had a blast looking at all the fabrics there. My mom is a seamstress, and so she would buy vintage fabrics and make me cute little dresses. And so I also feel it's just in me. Yeah. It either is or it isn't, and it's something that I just love the story behind it, and I love the idea that it's sustainable and the quality behind it, and it's something neat to share with the new generations coming in. And I so enjoy seeing the younger people, generations latching on and finding their style that way too.
So Lisa Duncan, thank you so much for being here with us today. I really appreciate your time, and I love what you've done with the shop. It's beautiful. I think Santa Barbara is very lucky to have you. Aww. Your passion and just your, deep love for vintage, which I think is very important. It's amazing to watch some of the kids now to touch and hold some of the clothing and the vinyl itself, and so I think that really is a beautiful thing. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Yeah. It was a blast.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining me on this journey through Santa Barbara's vintage clothing and record store. Whether you're a fashionista with a love for all things retro or a music enthusiast seeking some rare vinyl, this unique destination is sure to satisfy your cravings for nostalgia. Stay tuned for more exciting discoveries in our upcoming segments. I'm Allie Edwards, and this is Your American Dream.